Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, YouTube, almost Instagram, Facebook. Waiting for Instagram to pick up the stream. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Happy Friday. It's Friday. All right, I'm going to wait for some folks to join in here. Ooh, I just got my workout in. Thank goddess for lip gloss and earrings. Looking forward to being with you all today. My dear sister Kathy is busy everybody's doing so many classes and like learning new things, myself included. My cat might make a cameo appearance. Who knows? We'll see. Hi, Wesley. Happy Friday. Oh, hi, Nikki. Hey, y'all. Nikki and I did a great Who Are You? She was my 30th episode yesterday. So amazing. I loved it. Thank you for your yes. Kathy is traveling. Oh my gosh, this is my hair in shock from my new moon haircut I gave myself yesterday. Love it. She has a few adjustments she needs to make. A few announcements before I start pulling for all 12 signs. Do remember to like, subscribe, and share my YouTube channel and get this out to as many people that need some assistance as possible. My Platonic Sound program is available for purchase you can get all 5 recordings for $444. You can buy them a la carte if you want to check it out for $111. If you buy the $111 and decide you want to get the whole program, I will honor the $111 towards the $444. More angel numbers, please. And I will be doing private one-on-one sessions and readings towards the second half of, well, probably the end of August, as my personal life is very busy. So how's everybody doing? How is your new moon? How's it going? Everyone is feeling the fire. Boy, was step 0 Leo kind of like crunchy. Everybody was like all fired up. I was like, whoa, okay, everybody. Here we glow. Here we glow. And if you want to buy my Platonic Sound program, you can go to KristenWriter.com, spelled like my name. And that is what we've got. Yeah, interesting. Okay, Osho. Osho is asking to be worked with today to pull for all 12 signs. Oh my goddess, I had such a wonderful workout this morning with my girlfriend Paige on her online Body Bar by Paige, which rocks my world, keeps me fit. How's everyone's summer going? How's everyone's Leo season going? How are we all feeling? Yeah. Everybody's like, let's get to it. Yeah, let's, shall we? Let's. All right. So, starting with the Aries for this week ahead, as we are in between the new and full moon phases, Mercury retrograde is interessant. Okay, yes. All right. All right. Everybody's like, just get to work. I'm like, all right. So for the Aries this week coming up ahead, the sun is trining Aries consciousness. All right, for the Aries up ahead, landing it in. Here we go. Ooh, Aries. Ooh, this is interesting. We have the dream card for you, Aries. And this is when we feel like we need something outside of ourselves to fulfill our own dreams, our own freedoms, our own leadership, our own sovereignty, our spiritual sovereignty that we are all working on, 1, 2, 3, 4, in this ascension now, as Gaia is continuing to birth herself anew, as we are as a humanity. And with the sun trining Saturn and Neptune still there, it's like, yeah, this is the beginning. It is going to go back September until February, so into Pisces. So Really honor what your inner child and heart is saying to you now, Aries, with the sun trining some of you in the early decan of Aries, so that you're not looking outside of yourself for anyone to rescue you. Like, no one is coming to save any of us. It is up to us as humanity, as the human race, you, Aries, the leaders of the astrological consciousness, to take the leadership, knowing that there's nothing outside of you that is going to be rescuing you from your problems this week, Aries. It's all about your inner strength, your fire, your power, your leadership, your I am all that I am. Okay, Aries? All right. No rescue me. Taurus for this week ahead. What was Wesley's? Hi, Carol. Happy Friday, my love. How's your platonic sound going? Woo, woo. Okay, Taurus for this week ahead. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. This week ahead, in between. No shift. All right, Tauruses. Change, the one constant in our now, is asking you to keep going to your heart, Tauruses, which is at the center of this chaotic circle, which is so much in the outer world right now. And our ruling planet is Gaia, right? What's going on at the crystalline core, plasma, Christed core of Gaia? She's releasing plasma, she's releasing new codes, she's releasing less than energies. And so are we, Tauruses. I'm a Taurus. So releasing that which no longer serves you, Taurus, us, Taurus, so that we can allow the spiritual changes that outer chaos that's just like ruffling it all up, right? Uranus is going to be going back into Taurus come fall season. So, really going within Taurus, knowing that that is where the real center of the balance is birthing itself anew. And then, as I'm getting a powerful visual here, because it is a soul card. So these are big changes, Taurus. So allowing, and Gaia, allowing those energies to just let it go. And then it shifts the chaos to where it needs to go, where it needs to return to prime creator, right? Therefore, releasing that external pressure and then staying maintained at the core of our heart centers. That's a big one, Taurus. I'm feeling it. I'm freaking in it. I am in it. Happy new moon. Oh, I love everybody supporting each other in the chats. I've already walked through the fire in 2006. Well, you're still hot, Wesley. This is a cakewalk. Awesome. Yeah, well, you have Pluto, brother. Okay, Geminis for this week ahead. Geminis. Ooh, Geminis, I love this for you. Geminis, healing. And just a reminder, Geminis, if you're experiencing something coming up in your consciousness, like, oh, am I worth it? Do I deserve it? We always think that once we've healed something, it's never going to come back. But this card is saying it's time to remember that the wound has served you, integrate it into the consciousness. There may be some tears that you need to acknowledge and have gratitude for that wound, so that you can incorporate it into your healing and then go deeper with it. Because healing is an ever evolving process. Like, we're never done healing, especially in this now. You've got Uranus in you, which is shaking you up, Geminis. It's going to go back, going to come forward. So allowing those things to rattle themselves to the surface. Feel the feelings, calm the emotions, wash that heartache, ego ache, mind ache, Gemini, duality ache away with the tears, and calm the emotional waters so that you can see this for the healing opportunity coming in for you this next week. All right, Geminis, I love you. All right, Cancers. Cancers for this week ahead. Cancers. Ooh, this big one. Ooh, Cancers, yay. Breakthrough, Cancers. Yeah. I mean, Uranus is in your 12th. I remember what I was going through when Aries was Uranus was in Aries, which was my solar 12th. It's humbling, but this is the energy of Uranus, like shaking up those unconscious. Your dream life might be like holy moly, but shaking up the subconscious so that it can reveal to you some of the limiting beliefs that are no longer serving you, Cancer, so that you can have this breakthrough. It may require you to have some big breakdowns at first, Cancer, and those feelings are elevated with Jupiter in your sign for this next year. They will become amplified when Jupiter retrogrades, but allowing the breakdown, knowing that the breakthrough can happen this week. Slow and steady with the tears, Cancers. You're doing great, and I love you. Oh, we're ending this week's readings with I love yous, which is awesome. I love it. Leos, happy birthday, Leos. Leos for this week ahead. Oh, I love it, Leos. Yes, yes, yes. And I want some more of this as a Leo rising as well. Playfulness. You've got this playfulness, Leo. Let that fiery heart of yours express itself. Allow yourself to be the class clown. Allow yourself to laugh at yourself, even if you fall down. Because, I mean, that's the best way. I've always laughed at myself when I fall. But really allowing that playfulness. And wherever any of us have Leo in our charts, activating that playfulness. So the inner child is like, yes, now we're talking. Now we're talking more fun, 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 and playfulness. Oh, if you would like to subscribe, Kathy just came into my consciousness. She is working on her awesomeness. If you want to support this stream, I greatly appreciate it. Okay, Virgos for this week ahead. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Uh-oh, Virgo. Clinging to the past. Clinging to the past, Virgo. It's an emotional card. South Node in Virgo. Reality is never going to be what it once was. So let the past integrate in your now in an emotional way, Virgo, having gratitude about it, knowing that when that integration happens, we are becoming multidimensional. So past, present, and future exist all in the same time. And when that emotional recognition of gratitude comes for, oh, it used to be so great when, okay, but that reality's never returning in this now, as we're all learning that we do indeed create what we are becoming with what we focus on and our reality. It's a new reality. So let the new reality be birthed, Virgo, by integrating the past, knowing that there's something better that you are becoming. All right. Do the emotional work this next week, Virgo. Whew. Don't overthink it. All right. Virgo, Libra. Libra for this week ahead. Libra. Ooh, nice, Libra. We've got the no thingness card. This is life giving you a blank slate of your Renaissance Golden Age canvas, Libra, so that you are now positioning yourself in a new way of seeing things, a new perspective. You're in the void of clearing things so that you can hold the space for that Venusian beauty, renaissance, justified balance, authentic authentic, balanced masculine and feminine Libra. And there's a trust factor in this for this new beginning to allow the new you and birthing to occur. So you're in the void this next week, Libra, and this is a soul card. So this is a big opportunity for you to meditate, journal it out, your true desires, as you are starting with a new clean slate. I love it. Holding that sacred space, Libra. Nice. Scorpios. Scorpios for this week ahead. Scorpios. Woo. All right, Scorpios. Ooh, all right. Yes, Scorpios. Creator. Gosh, that's interesting. A lot of my Scorpios are having a hard time. A lot of friends and clients have had issues this last week having confidence in drawing those boundaries. Black Moon Lilith is plugging away in the Scorpio consciousness. So, Scorpio, in facing your greatest fears, what is it revealing to you that you really, truly want to create? It's time for you to get out of the way, your ego to get out of the way, or your lower selves to get out of the way of what you truly want to create, Scorpio. And Black Moon Lilith is plugging away at y'all, saying, oh my God, here's your greatest fear. Oh, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And then you look at it really close and then you're like, oh, well, that was it. I just have to draw a better boundary. Yeah. Oh, sorry, can't help you. I've got to go create what my heart really wants to create. Right. So that no is you facing the fear, Scorpio, and saying, God, I really don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to get that part of me that feels like I have to do that out of my own way so that you can create what you really want, Scorpios. We're ready. Ready. You're fierce, Scorpios. Yes. Okay. And being in that creative energy, right? That's the opposite of fear. The opposite of fear is literally creation, right? Always love in everything. Love is everywhere. But creation is the return of the light versus the darkness, which is what we're sometimes afraid to face. All right, Sagittariuses for this week ahead. Sagittarius. Whoo, Sages. Ooh, interesting. All right, Sagittariuses. Are y'all, oh gosh, some of y'all are just beating yourselves up about stuff. Sagittarius, put the flogger down. Judge not, Sagittarius, lest ye be judged. Judgment has been coming up for a lot of us in our beliefs, Sagittarius, which is the consciousness that you rule, right? So, what are you believing about yourself, Sagittarius? Because if you're feeling that belief and judgment about yourself, you're going to put it out on everybody else. That goes for all of us with our beliefs. Judge not, lest ye be judged. What's that sovereignty, that freedom of Aries that we're all activating in this astrology, right? We're going to get tested on it in the fall. If I say it again, I'm going to be like a broken record. But yeah, Sag is like, judge not, lest ye be judged. What are you judging yourselves for? It's not helping you get out of that belief that you feel you have to cling on to so hardly. And you're not having any fun, Sag. Like, play with the beliefs, play with the ideas. Your fire sign, transmute that judgment this week. Whew. All right. Capricorns, Wesley. Capricorns for this week ahead. Capricorns. Ooh, I love it for you, Capricorns. Creativity. This is a soul card. Beautiful Capricorns. So, yeah, interesting. So, what's something new? A new way of being creative is wanting to be birthed through your consciousness, That's going to bring your inner child on board this Leo season, Capricorn. The sun just finished opposing you. But what's going to make your soul ignite and feel alive, and that you can bring those creations, bonjour Lane, you can bring those creations into the earth element, right? Earth signs are really starting to shake things up with this astrology, and thank goddess, because we've been going through it, right? Yeah, Wesley, like what's going to help you anchor heaven to earth through the expression of your heart and that creativity, using your what's the word I'm looking for? I was going to say manifestation, but literally with they keep saying heaven to earth, bring it to the ground in that creativity, and just play with things in a new way. That's when your creativity and your creative sparks like whew, and then all of a sudden you're like, I just did a project. Go me. Go Wesley. I love it too. Bring that creativity in. All right. Aquarius for this week ahead. Aquarius for this week ahead. Happy anti-birthday, Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay. Oh, dear Aquarius. No shift. I'm feeling you. We've got the exhaustion card. The exhaustion card comes when we're just working at things so hard, right? Keeping the machine going. I almost said keeping the Michelle going. Hi, Michelle. Happy Friday, sister. Ooh, what's scrying? Ooh, like a voice somehow. That sounds cool. I don't know what scrying is. Sounds like an amplified crying. So yeah, Aquarius, you know, do the task list. That's interesting. Reprioritize the task list. That's what they're saying. Because when the task list is so long and you feel like you keep having to do everything, it's like, and checking it off. But they're saying reprioritize your task list, because keeping the machine of everything going is exhausting you. Like the 9 to 5, like, I have so much coming in for one of my personal Aquarians, but the exhaustion card just runs us down, so if you can take a 15-minute nap before going back at it, allow yourself to do that. Try and get some rest this weekend so that keeping the machine running. Yeah, foretell the future using a crystal ball or other reflective objects or surface. Oh, I guess I'm scrying with these cards. All right, Aquarius says, watch that exhaustion. Watch that exhaustion for this week ahead. Like, no, I can't do that. No, 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 no. We're all being asked to make better boundaries in this now. Like, sorry, that's not going to work for me. I can do it this way, but that's all I got. Yes. Okay. Pisces. All right, Pisces for this week ahead. Pisces. Oh, I love it. All right, Pisces. Friendliness. Yeah, Pisces. You've got Jupiter starting to trine you, and the shadow aspect of Cancer can be codependence. And this card is asking you, Pisces, to be with friends that don't feel like they pull you down, Pisces. Be with the friends that you can be yourself with, be your authentic self with. You don't feel the energies of codependence, obligation, oh, I should do that. Anytime you're feeling those last three I mentioned, that's when it's not the win-win. And friendliness is the card of win-win. So surrounding yourself with friends and friendships this week, Pisces, that support you in that way. Okay, so yeah, that's what you got to do this week, Pisces. Be with friends that you know are supporting you. All right. Okay. Hey, y'all. Oh, I'm zooming today. If you've got a question, feel free to pop it in the live chat. Pop question in all caps and then type what that question is in the same chat. So, question all caps and what your question is. And I'm happy to channel and pull a card. Para you, para you, para you, para you, para you, para you. All right, everybody's like do 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 do. There's Michelle. I knew you had one. You are going to be doing a forgiveness ceremony tonight. Take a bouquet of flowers and attaching them to a stick while forgiving myself or someone as I attach it to the stick and then putting it outside. That's beautiful. I don't know why they're like, hold, they're asking with your words to speak the words out loud. Like they're showing me a ceremony for you with the flowers, like putting the, sorry, I'm not even pulling a card, Michelle. I'm so connected to you, but putting the heart, the flower on the heart of whoever you're forgiving. You could do the Ho'oponopono prayer, but say the person's name out loud that you're forgiving, and then kissing it, and then saying, I let you go, and ground it to the wood as you do the bouquet, and then doing one final forgiveness of it, thanking the entire bouquet and all of the lessons that you learned, forgiving yourself in there as well. Another kiss, and then place it outside. Yeah, your new moon focus. I love that ceremony, Michelle. Yeah, that'll extra amplify it for you. And for my Michelle, her best new moon in Leo focus. New moon in Leo focus. Oh, well, hi, you can't write it, Michelle. Sisters healing. Sisters healing. Yes, sisters healing. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Sisters healing. Healing the divine feminine by, oh, this is interesting, by forgiving the divine masculine, honoring the divine feminine, honoring the sisters, honoring that lineage, ancestors, mothers. Darn tootin', our voices have power, and we're going to learn more and more how powerful our voices and our words are with Uranus and Gemini. Watch how you talk about yourselves, everybody. Love yourself and love yourself some more. Because when we do, we're loving everyone else. So you've got the sisters healing tonight. You might even want to do a little song, Michelle, with your new moon intention, because you're here healing your sisters, yourself first and foremost. I love it. That's a beautiful card. Whenever I do, and it's the moon, it's the feminine, and you're wanting a new beginning, right? I want to have balanced and sacred relatedness with my sisters, and sometimes that can't happen, and that's okay, because then you're honoring what you need first, therefore the other, right? If it's something that's just not meant to work out this lifetime, that's okay. That's okay too. It doesn't all have to be worked out, just by honoring the decisions and choices that each of you make in relatedness. That is the healing, that's the freedom. So, and that can change timelines. So, all right, we got another question from Elaine. Is there a message for me from someone in the universe? I mean, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Apparently, it's from Brittany's deck. Brittany Carmichael. Her Shine from the Inside Oracle cards and guidebook want to be used for this question for you, Elaine. Hi, Princess Pants. Welcome. Thank you. Hey, y'all, do remember to like, subscribe, and share. I so appreciate it. If you want to donate, super. Donating is liking, sharing, and subscribing. Okay, Michelle, is there a message for you from the universe? Yes. And that message is, 1111 with a butterfly and a rainbow and the 1111. Look for the signs and synchronicities. So when you're out and about this week, look for the signs and synchronicities. You know when you feel it, and look for those signs and synchronicities for what I pulled for Pisces, Elaine. If you're seeing all of these signs of synchronicity and alignment and wonderfulness when you're out with those friends or whoever you're out and about with, that's a sign you're with a great tribe. And if you're seeing things that are like, ooh, that gives me a heads up warning, maybe you might need a little more distance in that relationship. So look for the signs and synchronicities, and those will guide your way each and every day. And the angels will too. Yay. There you go, sister. Yeah, it was an up and down week. Yeah. All right, Princess Pants. Let's see. Where do I go to be with friends? Do I do this from home or travel? Travel's been up for you, like how to make it happen. Um, there was something I said in that, like how to make it happen. Like you're trying too hard to make it happen versus allowing it to happen. Does that make sense? And then it's like, but you want to be with people, right? Like that's your real desire. All right, God universe, how the hows are up to God universe. What can Princess Pants do to allow the facilitation of you, Mother, Father, God, Universe, bringing her together with friends? You hear how I reworded that, Princess Pants? You might want to go back and use that. Oh, wow, look, breakthrough, breakthrough, Princess Pants. Breakthrough. That's the breakthrough, right? Because we can't force it anymore. Like that old control matrix is going away. It's done. That's not the way to materialize our desires. More of the allowing, but having the breakthrough. You've been having the breakdown because you want it so much, and you're like trying and working so hard at it, and da 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 da. But it's the fists, right? And they're the fists because this is what I want to do. I miss my friends. I want to be with them in person. Da 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 da. Oh, I have been trying too hard. Okay, God, this new moon, I am opening my heart. I am softening my fist so that I can be having the breakthrough, figuring out how it can be done by what possibility I allowed through my soul consciousness to anchor in my heart, because you deserve to be with your friends, Princess Pants. Like you deserve this. You deserve to be with your friends. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a powerful reframing that can actually rewire your brain in how to ask for what you really deserve. That's a good new moon thing mantra for you. Um, it's gonna happen, Princess Pants, but this is the lesson that you're in right now. Soften the nervous system, right? Yes, you're welcome. Yay, I'm so glad. Oh, I got another question. Hi, Carol. Oh, stand in the ocean. I love that, Michelle. Okay, Carol. I am feeling resistance to moving forward with what is mine to do and being seen. What message is there about this? Okay, we need some softness here, Carol. You're so fierce. You're so strong. So many of us have that subconscious programming where we're afraid to be seen because we've been ridiculed or burnt at the stake or wounded in the past for our authentic and magical gifts. Do you hear how I softened my voice with you, sister? Softer, softer. You're so hard on yourself, Carol. Okay. What? What can Carol, this is interesting. I'm having to rephrase some of y'all's questions this week, and that's a good thing, right? Like learning how to use our words powerfully, as Wesley also shared with Uranus and Gemini, y'all. We're learning to use our words and our voices and speaking it out loud in a more gentle way. You know, when we get excited or whatever, I know when I get fired up, boy, can I talk fast and da 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 da. And I had some angry outbursts for myself this week, and it's okay to have those. But Carol, you're so powerful and strong, and you're like, I know I can do this. Mm. In order for Carol to be seen for the magical healing powerhouse she is, what energy would best support her in allowing that? Oh my goddess, you can't write it. Yeah. There's a core healing here that needs to get addressed, Carol. Um, with your Aries rising, the sun is starting to trine that consciousness, which is supportive. But there's a core childhood wound, which is why you have worked with children, right? And you've been so fierce about it, such a mama bear about it. I'm going to fight for these kids' rights. I'm going to do it. And it's like, okay, put the sword down, be with your heart, soften it, because there's a core healing in your inner child that is asking to be allowed to be seen, to be heard, and to be the leader, to be seen, to be heard, to be the leader. Allow her to be healed. Allow her to be gentle. Allow her to be loved. Allow her to be seen again. Allow her to be the leader. Like just with that, like you might want to go back and hear the gentleness of my voice as I'm loving your inner child because she's doggone cute. Oh my goddess, look at you. My God, yeah. So there's another layer that is asking to be witnessed. You're going deeper in your healing, and it's at the core. You're crushing. You're crushing, crushing, crushing. Okay. And I love you. All right, sister. Thank you for that question because I know it helped someone else. Okay. What we resist persists, so just be with your inner child. Yeah, lots of love, Carol. Yay. Hi, Barry. How are you? Thank you for coming over to my YouTube. All right, my sister Barry. I feel like I'm experiencing ageism in my job search. Ooh. Why is the universe blocking me from finding meaningful employment? We're going to have to reframe that question there as well. Y'all, this Saturn, Neptune, and Aries, we are all being asked to heal our victim consciousness. So, even how we are questioning what we desire needs a reframing because the truth is the universe is always giving us what we are asking for. So, I'm going to have to pull Osho for you, Barry, because I want to reframe your question because the universe is always giving us what we want. So if we're consistently receiving what we don't want, it's because there's some limiting belief in us. And it may be that you are believing that it is ageism when it might be something else. It might be the energy that you're you're putting into the inquiry for jobs. Mhm. So what I really want to reframe, you had asked, why is the universe blocking me from finding meaningful employment? Universe never blocks us, it's always us. So once we take responsibility, Saturn, for the way we're believing about ourselves, oh gosh, how dare I? And you're gorgeous, Barry. You're gorgeous. Okay. So, hmm, what does Barry need to look at in order to open the flow for her highest timeline employment? What does she need to look at in order for her to allow her highest timeline employment? Whew. Okay, this is a tough one. It's guidance. It's guidance, right? Because are you going for things you really want, Barry? Are you going for things that you think you want? Right? This and when I pull the guidance card, there it's the angels and guides telling me that mhm, yeah, that you already know what the issue is, and that less than feeling when you're feeling like you're doing this and it's like, oh, some whippersnapper's gonna get it, or oh, some younger kid's better than me at it. When you're putting your energy out with that, that's what you're going to get. Right. So if you put it out like, gosh, I'm so wise. I'm a powerhouse. I've got so much wisdom to share. And it feels like you're going at it from an old paradigm, which is imploding on itself. And there's an aspect of you that doesn't really want to do what you're applying for. You got to get honest with yourself, sister. What do you really want to do? What do you really want to do? That's a tough one. And if you're doing it because you want better employment, like, you got to get honest with yourself, be like, oh, that's right, I forgot, I'm a badass bitch. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, maybe it means rearranging your resume and looking at it from an objective point of view, in a like, wow, this person is amazing, like your perception of it, and like redoing something, and then having the intention of, I am excited to apply for this in this new way, in a new job, something new. You need something. Mhm. And you've felt this for like 3 months. You've been going and going and going and trying at it for the same way, like an old way of going about things. And they're like, that's why it's not working, because it's not honoring your true wisdom of the gift that you are, of what you really have to offer. So a new view, maybe by rearranging your resume, or adding things that you forgot you could do. Like, you've got some serious magic and fun, sister, and that deserves to be respected and honored for, and valued for what it really is. And you can't get that when you're younger. That takes time, wisdom, and living and experience. It's a gift. Phew. All right, sister, you're crushing. I love you. You might have to rewind and listen to that too, because that's some deep work there. I hope it helped. I can't sugarcoat some of the tough stuff, guys. It's here. Working on the core wound, and it has been rough work. It is. That means you're like getting to the root of it, Carol. Keep going. You're doing great. Keep going. Keep going. It is rough work. And thank you for doing that. Okay. Michelle, I'm a 22 Gemini in Gulf Shores visiting my 2-degree Gemini mom with a 29 Pisces rising. Oh, good golly. And my 2-degree Virgo sis. Oh, sister's healing. Yeah, perfect. I love that that card got pulled for you. Sending all of you my sister healing and love. Hi, Nicole. How are you? Chesterfield County, Virginia. All right. Anybody else got a question? If not, I can pull a general for the week ahead. Yes, question. All right. Can I answer the second part? Oh, yes. Of the question, which was, is there a message behind? Oh, I didn't see that one. The sting bite that I got this week. Yes. Ooh. I mean, whenever, do you know what kind of a sting it was? Like from what bug? Because whenever those are activations, right? Whenever we get stung by anything or bit by something, it's activations. And where in your body did you get it? I appreciate you too, Robbie or Barry. Sorry, I pray that helps. Yeah, that's some big stuff, sister. And you're amazing. Remember that. Remember that. Mwah, I love you. Um, yeah, Carol, can you type where you got stung and if you know by what? Because it is an activation. Yeah. Oh, I keep doing. All right. All right. I'm getting yelled at for you, Carol. I'm getting yelled at. Sherilyn is loving working with you. And she was a sister of mine that is super fierce, just like you as well. For my Carol, where she got bit and what type of activation did this bite gift her? Oh, wow. Healing tools. Healing tools. Wow. And wasn't there was a square. There's a square in the Aries consciousness, and you're in Aries. So healing tools. This is feeling like a Chiron activation. Oh, you were riding your bike. So it was a hornet or something. It was on your back, the back of your rib cage under an armpit. Ouch. Um, Oh my goodness. Yeah, so the healing tools, oh my gosh, I can so see you. Of course you were riding your bike. Oh my gosh, now I have queens I want to ride my bicycle in my head. So what healing tools, it feels like you have all the salves, all the essential oils, all the things. Was it your riding bike? So it was on your back, your rib cage under the armpit, right or left side? Right or left side? So it was an activation of whatever side it was, whether that be your masculine or the feminine. Oh, and your Aries moon, Leo sun, and rising. Yes, yes. So you're getting activated in a big way, my birthday sister. And, something that I've realized in my healing process this Leo season, sister, I got a lot of Aries, like I was still um overworking my masculine. I was still overworking my masculine. So it was your right side. Yeah, so tone it down. Slow it down. Bring the awareness to it so you can like tone it down. The right side, the masculine side, right? Healing the divine masculine. And I had to like quell and help my divine masculine relax, right? Because it was in overdrive. That's the forcing too much, right? And when we're forcing too much, then the allowing of the healing of that core of your inner divine feminine child rising up to receive that healing, right? Rising up to receive the healing. So bringing that balance into your consciousness, right? Because you're so fierce, Carol. You're so fierce. So much fire. You got bit between your boobs on the lake. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious, Elaine. Everybody's getting activated. Yeah, and Carol, it feels like you've got all the salves and essential oils that could help, but is the activation for the right side wasn't to amplify it, it was to bring awareness to it to relax the nervous, because what does venom do? It goes into the nervous system, right? And your right side is already really strong anyway. So it was saying, slow it down, bring the feminine up so it can get that balance. Yeah. I pray that helps, sister. All right. Very interesting. And you couldn't see it. It was behind you. It was behind you because it's a subconscious thing, right? Subconscious. And yeah, what's your degree? So the sun is coming up through your subconscious right now until your solar return. So that purge for 2025, y'all. Again, I was knocked out this year in my solar before my solar return. The sun is coming and shining light on that subconscious purge, right? So, Carol, you're doing great. You're right on time. You're doing awesome. Okay, I want to put. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on the chat. If there's any more questions. I love y'all. Thank you so much. I'm going to scan through. Look at everybody supporting everybody. I so love it. You guys are so amazing. Let's pull. Since the masculine and feminine has come up, a 26-mile ride. God, you're fucking badass. So I would be toast if I did 26 miles. Okay. All right. So for the week ahead, yeah, Sherilyn loves working with me through her deck. I just love it. And I love all of y'all. We're all doing great, everybody. We are. Okay. So here we go. All right, for the divine feminine. Wow, this is interesting. Okay, Mother, Father, God in heaven, it is Leo season. Let's pull for the balanced neutral point of loving ourselves some more, loving the masculine, loving the feminine for all of humanity, the neutral point for this week. Here's the neutral point. Now for the divine feminine. Now for the divine masculine. Oh, all right. Let's see what we've got. All right, ladies first. Oh, I love it. We've got the love card from Yeshua. Love, ladies, love. And we all have divine feminine. We all have divine masculine. More love of the divine feminine this week, everyone. Listen to how my voice shifts in that. Loving Mother God consciousness, loving our sisters, loving fellow sister friends, more love of our feminine, more acceptance, more allowing, more love of flow, more love of gentleness, more love for the feminine this week. I love that. All right, masculine, what have we got? Ooh, I love it. All right, we've got Goddess of Earth for the masculine. Interesting. Men, if you can, or for the masculine, and we all have masculine, like literally walking barefoot on the earth, honoring earth for all of her creation in the divine masculine way. Maybe we need to start looking at planting for the fall. Probably should have already planted some things for the fall, but we've got Goddess of Earth. So ground the balanced masculine, right? Ground the honored masculine. Maybe even do a ceremony in honoring and grounding your divine masculine, right? Ground that healed consciousness for your masculine, therefore the divine masculine into earth. And the neutral point we've got, I was hoping we would feel this card. I saw it when I was miracles. I love that in our hearts. Miracles for the neutral point of our hearts of us loving ourselves this week in honoring the masculine and feminine. Oh, we've got another question from my Gemini sister. Oh, that's just beautiful, y'all. So miracles for the divine point, it can happen. Have our own solar flash, which includes everything in a balanced toroidal field, honoring the Christ itself. We are all Christed beings. We are all children of God. And I love that Yeshua showed up and grounding that heaven with an action, taking the action to ground that divine masculine into Gaia herself. All right, Michelle's got another question. And your mom, okay. Oh, interesting. Just had her third Saturn returns. Any message for her? Interesting. Yes. Wow. Your mom is crushing it, Michelle. Wow. She is a freaking powerhouse. Wow. Feisty. And this is interesting, Michelle. I immediately grabbed Brittany's deck for your mom. 29 degrees Pisces. My son's a 29 Scorpio girl. I get it, card. All right. Yes. They are an activation. Isn't that fascinating? Oh, wow. Oh, that's something to reflect on, Carol. Okay, back to Michelle's mom. Michelle's mom is in her third Saturn returns. What is supportive for her mom this weekend? Oh my God, cute. Okay, listen. That generation has gone through some shift, okay? And some of that shift just is never gonna shift. So, for your mom this weekend, you're gonna laugh, Michelle. I would laugh at this too, because it's like, yep, some of that generation just ain't gonna fucking budge. And what you can do is accept it and turn lemons into lemonade. And the way you do that is just accepting your mom for who she is. Be like, yep, you're right, mom. I haven't gone through that. And it's interesting. They're asking me to share a story because I've gone through this, being a young person traveling with some older people. Like I was often the youngest on some of my musical theater tours and older women. And I'd be like, oh, I'm not going to be like that. And then I turned 30 and I'm like, oh shit, I'm totally like that. Oh God. We don't know until we're there because that's the whole point of living life, to have our own experience. Can we heal our wounds, our own shift? Absolutely. But accepting your mom for the trials and tribulations and beliefs that she has is going to help those lemons that seem bittersweet turn into that lemonade. So keep it simple, Michelle. Not like, look, you ain't going to change her. So just accept her. Be like, okay. And if it rubs you the wrong way, here's a juice, mom. I'm going to go in the other room, or I'm going to go to the beach, like that's the best way because they're tough, man. She is listening. That this was a card for her. Yeah. Like this was a card for her. Help her turn those lemons into lemonade. Be like, you're right, mom. Like accepting that you can't change it. And it's like, okay, this is just where she's at and she just wants to have fun and she didn't give a shift. She didn't give a shift about any of the things that we give shifts about because none of us are that old, and none of us know what she's not walked in her shoes. I'll pull one more for her just in case. Oh, now Sherilyn wants to come in. I want to honor these though. These were amazing. Okay, another one for Michelle's mom because I did pull for Michelle's mom for that lemons into lemonade. I'm just trying to help you figure out how to best deal with her as well. All right, for Michelle's mom. Oh, wow. Yes. Well, it's kind of what ancient wisdom. Ancient wisdom. Look at that. Oh, yeah. You know, can she still dance? Does she still like to dance? Like putting on some music that she likes to listen to, and like she kind of just her inner child just kind of wants to have fun. And that's going to activate her ancient wisdom and help her remember more of who she is. She's a powerhouse. Yeah. Yeah. Ancient wisdom for your mom. And there's an opportunity. So many of us are, getting the opportunity to heal so many ancestral lines. So even when you go down, Michelle, if you go with that intention and to honor your mother's ancestors, because without any of them, we wouldn't be here. But that's your mom's ancient wisdom, and she's been through that lineage a long time as well. But yeah, she's spunky, man. Your mom is cute. Oh my God, I'd give her the biggest hug if I could. Adorable. I love it, everybody. I love it, love it, love it. Fantastic. All right, I gotta pee. That's how we end it. Okay, everybody, if you want to purchase my Platonic Sound program, you can go to KristenWriter.com. You want to support this stream, I greatly receive your donations. Thank you so much. Slow and steady, everyone. Slow and steady supports the nervous system, allows us to relax so we can take in more of this light, which is the number one job, hands on the heart, loving ourselves so we can fill our cups and love ourselves some more. All right, everyone, do remember to like, subscribe, and share this video. I so appreciate each and every one of you. And until the next time, lots of love and many blessings. Bye bye. Thank you. I love you.